Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Confidence Mindset with Amanda. So I just wanted to say a few words on how to stop wavering. So when we are wavering is just going back and forth on yourself essentially, because when you're manifesting for a particular desire, from my own interpretation, you're not believing in yourself that you can have it in that moment, because obviously if you were believing in yourself in that moment, you would never have a doubt, or you would never have the concept in your mind believing that you can't have it. So let's say, for example, if you are walking out to go to a shop to get a pint of milk, you know you're going to get that pint of milk. You're not going to be wavering along the way saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get milk. Am I able to get milk? Is there going to be milk in the shop? Am I allowed to buy milk? You're not going to have all these thoughts, because you just know that you're going to go and get the milk. But when we have particular desires, for some reason we're human, so for some reason we put these desires up on a pedestal, and we think that these desires are separate from us. Because we separate them, that is where the wavering comes in, because it's not believing in yourself. So remember, everything comes from within. Remember that if you have a negative thought, it is just the same, they're just words, so they're just the same as having a positive thought. Now, if you are feeling anxious or you're feeling negative in the moment, and you are having a negative intrusive thought, you can just as easily come up with your affirmation on the positive side, and you can just as easily robotically affirm that in the moment. So let's say, for example, we'll go with the example of buying the milk. So let's say, for example, you are going out and you're buying the milk, and then you have the negative thought about not being able to get the milk, but the positive thought says, yes, you can get the milk, you're getting the milk right now. So rather than feeling anxious, maybe you're feeling negative, or maybe you're feeling you don't have the money, or whatever it is that comes up, just go into the positive thought with that anxious feeling and say, I'm getting the milk, I'm getting the milk, I'm getting the milk, and just kind of come over it just like that, because it is just the same as the negative thought. They're just words. They don't actually mean anything other than the meaning that you put behind them. Now, I do want to say that we always want to be acknowledging our feelings, and we want to be not acknowledging how we feel in the moment. So if there is something that is very triggering for you, always self-soothe yourself. The best way, from my interpretation, to stop wavering on how you are feeling is breath work and meditations, and doing things that help you to enjoy your life. So let's say, for example, I'm going to go on my own experience. If I am manifesting something and I find that I'm having a bit of conflicting thoughts, I will go into the positive and I will say the positive, and then I will completely drop it from my awareness, meaning that I will do anything I can to distract myself. So I will go and I will affirm in the positive manner, because I know that when I keep my thoughts in the positive, it's going to be okay. And then I just drop it, and I either go and watch a comedy, or I go and read a book, or I do something that is going to make me feel good and completely detach my mind from it. Because what you're doing there is you're giving there's like a time gap then within your mind. It's like if you go for a nap after affirming for a few minutes on what it is that you want, it seeps into the subconscious like that as well, because you give that kind of break. It's like a few minutes of break of thinking about anything at all. It's just completely taking your mind away from everything, away from the reality. And this actually helps you to come back into believing in yourself, and it stops the wavering as well too. So remember, when you are wavering, that it's just disbelief within yourself. And if you are somebody who wavers when it comes to people, for example, one of the affirmations that helps me if I waver when it comes to people is to come into who I am. And from my own interpretation, I don't know if anyone thinks this way, but from me, I believe in the spiritual aspect of manifestation. So I believe that we're all connected, and that everyone is a part of me, and that anything that shows up unfavorably to me, I can detach from it, either in a way that I will be able to notice that it's something to do with in their mindset, or if it's something that's triggering me, what I say is, it's okay. In my mind, I may not say this to the person, but in my mind, I think about the situation and I say, it's okay, I'm on your side. And the reason why I say this is because we are all coming from different levels of consciousness, and some of us haven't elevated in the way that we have, say, for example, if we're in manifestation. So this helps me to come back into who I am, and it helps me to identify with what's going on and with the person as well. So if I know that this person is not as into or even knows about manifestation or knows about conscious creating or knows about redirecting your thoughts, I come into my own mind and I picture them, and I say to myself, if they are showing up unfavorably, I say to myself, it's okay, I'm on your side, I understand, and I understand because you are there, but I'm over here. So if I'm over here, this is who I am. So let's say, for example, I am thinking to myself that this person is not appreciating me. And maybe in my mind, I will just either have the person in my mind in a mental picture, and that's what I would actually say to myself is, it's okay, I understand where you are in your level of conscious, but I don't have to be there. I don't have to accept what it is that's going on. And in my mind, then I would just reaffirm to myself, because I am appreciated, and I know that wherever you are right now, it doesn't matter, because you're going to recognize that as well too, as you grow in your mindset, as I grow in my mindset, because as I grow in my mindset, everyone around me is reflecting that back to me as well too. So it's inevitable. And it's the same when you are affirming for what it is that you want, it's going to be reflected back to you. But when we waver, it is only it's just thoughts, and they're simply just words, and the words are whatever you put meaning to. So if you have a negative word and you have a positive word, what do they mean to you? The negative, like, it can mean anything. It doesn't mean, like, you could have this big negative word, but it could be really positive for somebody else, if you get what I'm trying to say. So all it is, wavering is, they're just thoughts. Now the feelings that come up when we do waver, they can be managed through breath work, through redirecting our thoughts, and through meditations, and through distracting yourself, through doing things that you know that your mind is going to be focused away from reality, in a sense. Gamers, people who play games and things like that, they will know, because that takes their mind away in a way that they are so focused on playing the game that everything else around them, you're not noticing what's going on. And this is how you distract your mind away from any circumstances that are going on. And because you are also affirming then as well too, you come back to it with a better knowing, with a kind of a more confident way of knowing, and you say to yourself, yeah, well, that's already unfolding, so I don't need to worry about that. And you kind of get into this habit of it, and because you get into this habit of it, you're building your confidence more, and the wavering actually becomes less and less and less. And then your things start to manifest as well too, which also give you they give you the confidence then to keep going as well too. So I just wanted to make a quick video on that. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I will be putting out subliminals as well too. So if you have any requests, you can comment down below. Thank you.